That was fucking smoking hot. Like, pump up the jams, Josh. That was great. That was the goodest shit. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing excellent. How about yourself?
I'm good, but I just kind of messed up our screen there for a sec. I'm good, buddy. How's Edmonton?
Edmonton's good.
Yeah.
Cold, frigid north.
Yeah, and Edmonton's. It's they call it the city of champions, but that sign looks like it's from the '60s, bro.
Yeah, I think that term is a little antiquated for Edmonton. I have nothing wrong personally with Edmonton. It's only treated me well throughout all the years, but yeah, you know what? It's still the city of champions, but it's time for some new signage, I think.
Hell yeah, man! It's time for an upgrade a little bit around the block everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking rights. So, how's just life in general been treating you, buddy? We were talking before the stream here. You've been relatively isolated and helping to take care of your dad, right?
Correct, sir.
You are just as good of a fucking person as I thought you were, man.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't necessarily do it for praise or anything like that. I just like to
That's life, bud.
help people out, you know.
Well, you're gonna get praised for it anyway, because I love you.
Thank you very much. Back at you.
And fuck me, man, your hair is gorgeous. My hair looks a little bit rough in the screen there. Yours is, whoo.
Yeah, my hair grows like a weed.
Hell yeah, man. I got the mustache on you though, bud.
You do. You definitely
Fuck yeah. Josh, are you still riffing or what?
do. I've been known to pick up a guitar and play occasionally.
What kind of riffs are you playing? Are you right? Because are you right? First of all, slow down, 80 boy. Are you writing new shit for Misery Tomb right now?
Okay, so that one's a little under lock and key.
So yes.
We've had new stuff written. We've had new stuff written for a while. Pretty much the whole second album has been written for a while. But you know, COVID and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's what it is.
Hell yeah, man. Now, you are a fucking connoisseur of fine guitar riffs.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking vinyls. Said I wanted to know some of your favorite vinyls, because I know you have an extensive collection of like rare vinyls and tapes.
I do.
So, how many bonsais do you got? How many bonsai vinyls do you got? Do you have any? Yes, you gotta have some.
Oh yeah, I have,
Fucking Tokyo Blade, man.
yeah, I have some Tokyo Blade, I have some Venom, what else do I have that's bonsai? I have a few of the bonsai, like, samplers, too, I guess.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but it's, it's a little hard, for me to say what I have without it right in front of me. I have so much stuff, yeah.
It sucks because I asked you to grab some stuff and then you kind of told me the situation, so I can't even really like argue with your reasoning, buddy. Like it's quite noble and respectable, man. What's your favorite out of your bonsai collection? What's your favorite bonsai band?
So my favorite bonsai that I have would be the Venom.
Yeah.
The Venom record I have.
Are you pulling it up right now?
I am. 'Cause
Okay.
I can't remember exactly.
I thought you were getting really sad because you didn't have it with you because you couldn't be around it. Like, oh.
No, I am sad.
Now that you mention it, I'm really starting to miss my records, man. I bet your dad.
I am, dude, and I'm missing all of my fucking. I'm missing all of my tapes too, because I have so many tapes. Like my record collection my tape collection completely dwarfs my record collection. I do have a lot of records. The Venom one that I have that's on Bonsai that I like the most is At War with Satan.
Oh. Spice, the Spice.
Yeah, I really like that album.
Fuck yeah, man. I love me some Venom. I remember when I first heard Lay Down Your Soul for the Gods Rock and Roll. I was sold. I was sold. I was fucking 14 years old. And just stoked. Just
Black metal.
yeah.
Black metal.
Yes. That's the good shit, man. That's what I'm talking about for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. Rock and roll.
Now, you also got some sick Dawkins records, too, that I've seen.
Of course, man. Of course. Die-hard Dawkins fan.
You got any Lynch Mob records?
I do.
Fuck yeah, you do. Lynch Mob!
After, well, Wicked Sensation was the first one. George Lynch released after leaving Dawkins. It's pretty good. I like Lynch Mob a lot. It definitely falls more into, like, I wish it sounded like Dawkins, but it doesn't. But it's very unique in its own right. It's sounding like the late 80s, early 90s kind of glam stuff, because that's what it is. That's when it was released, right? I can't remember who did vocals on that album, but yeah, it's pretty good. Got that wicked sensation.
I find myself going back to like late 80s, early 90s when the glam metal bands were smoking lots of rock and trying to put like synth into their shit. Everybody's trying to incorporate a little bit of synth and spandex into their music, and it's I fuck yeah, man. I like that shit. I'm all about that nice spice. Prince is right up my alley, man.
Yeah.
What's another really fucking good one? Huey Lewis in the News, man. Like,
I want a new drug. It won't make me sick.
Yeah,
It
man.
crash my car. Make me feel 3 feet thick.
Make me right? Could you? That's an analogy right there, man. I think about that whenever I think about Huey Lewis. I think about he's the guy who gets high and feels 3 feet thick.
Hey, man, I've been there.
Been
there, done that, and that's just with marijuana.
I just feel you do not smoke that satanic shit.
Well, not regularly, but you know, I've dabbled in the past.
I think you need to read your Bible, son.
Yeah,
This is a very civilized show. We smoke extracts here.
Good. Good.
Now, Josh.
Hello.
What's your favorite Bible passage?
Oh, what is it?
I fucking got one. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I got one.
No, they quoted it on the Simpsons. James 23:21 or something like that. And then he took his ass into town and he lodged there for the night. That's all that it is. There's no more to that passage. Just find a hotel and sleep. That's it.
Fuck it. You know what? That's a fucking... I think that's like... If we were to talk scripture, I think... And we are now. I think that would be one of the great passages to quote to musicians. You know what the Bible always said? Go find a hotel and go to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Now watch the fucking viewer count go down because we started talking about Jesus. Oh fuck, it went up. It went up. Now, Jesus is just alright with me. Jesus is just alright. Oh yeah. You know?
Yeah. Our God is an awesome God, right?
Oh, I remember that song. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven on earth.
I absolutely hated going to Catholic schools when I was a child, man.
You went to
shit was so
Catholic
weak.
school?
Yeah.
Like uniform wearing Catholic school?
No, not uniform wearing. Not quite that bad.
Okay, but like church, chapel, fucking Bible study Catholic school still though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's terrible, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's brutal. There's one thing I don't like about Jesus, it's his fan base.
Yeah.
I bet he was an okay dude, but his fan base sucks, like Justin Bieber fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, I didn't know the guy.
That's what I mean, right?
So I can't pass judgment on him. But
That's exactly
yeah.
what I'm saying. But I've seen some of his fucking fans be pretty fucking terroristy.
Oh man, they've been terrible lately. That Grace Life
Yeah.
church shit that's going on, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Can I
that.
swear? Can I
Yes,
swear?
you can fucking go right off, buddy.
Oh man.
Lay it out. What do you got for me? You live in Edmonton, so tell me all about that shit.
Fuck those fucking assholes.
Yes.
Get a fucking Kate. If you actually went to church and you read the scriptures and you took it to heart, fucking treat others the way you want to be treated. Be nice and just care about other people. The fact that everyone's gathering en masse and fucking doing this shit.
You know for a
like-
fact the preacher is using this. He's using this as an angle, and he's saying,
Oh man.
he's like, oh, we're being persecuted again. Christian persecution is back. We can fucking twist this, angle this. We can get all of these followers radicalized. We can get them tax-free tithes again.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah. What a bad time. I saw or I read about it from, some, scientific source, no doubt. That he's holding
Basement sermons.
sermons, yeah.
You know
Basement
he's fucking.
sermons somewhere.
You know.
Which is like, why? You're allowed. You're still. The government of Alberta fucking sucks. Jason Kenney, fuck you. But they haven't actually taken away your right to congregate in, like, any religions. All religions are still allowed to congregate. There are just rules that they gotta follow. And I mean, like, fuck the government, but with what's going on, like, actually, you should listen to those rules, right? Your church wouldn't be closed if you had just stayed below the capacity you were told you needed to stay at. No one is taking away this guy's
Yes, they're
right.
taking away his right to collect their fucking money, and if he doesn't have a large enough
yes, I
congregation, it's not meaningful enough.
I get that, but what the brass tacks of it is,
Yes.
no one is actually saying to him he can't preach.
That's
no one
right.
is actually saying to anyone you can't fucking worship however you want to worship.
They're just saying you can't get
There are still Roman Catholic churches that are holding services, and they're doing it properly. The mosques are, the Gurdwaras are, like the temples are. What more do you guys need? Like, what do you want? Like, what is your end game? Like,
That's what I'm trying to figure out with these people too. Okay, is what? Because I've been into conspiracy theories and shit since I was in fucking middle school, man. So this rings a lot of bells in my conspiracy brain too. But guess what? My love for my fellow man and not wanting to risk other people's safety far surpasses my need to feed fucking conspiracy theories. But now that's why I can say that all they want is these tax-free fucking tithes. You know? And the end game, there is no end game for this, because guess what? Once vaccinations roll out all the way, herd immunity fucking hits, because not everybody's going to be forced to vaccinate. Millions of people can't get vaccinations. My partner can't get fucking vaccinated. Like, it's very... Nobody's going to be held down and fucking jammed with a needle. And they think, oh man, I'm fucking scared. I'm fucking scared of this vaccine that hasn't been tested. But you're not scared of this fucking virus that's fucking ravaged nations across the planet?
Yeah, man. Like, I was in the hospital with
You
COVID,
had
like,
COVID. You fucking had COVID.
Absolutely, man. It's not a laughing matter. It's a lot more serious than the flu. I mean,
Do you have any
accounts-
do you have any
accounts
shit
vary.
do you have any shit left over afterwards? Any residuals?
So, after it had cleared away and I had tested negative for the first time after being like laid up for like a month and a half with it, I still got recurring splitting headaches. Not so much anymore. Once in a while, like it's been like I'd say probably 2 or 3 months since I've been like COVID negative. I did fully lose my taste of scent and smell for probably the better part of a month, and things don't taste or smell the same anymore. It's not like, whoa, it's completely changed everything, you know, like I'm a different man.
Yeah.
But there are things that I used to enjoy the taste of, and now I have them, and it doesn't taste the same anymore. Certain smells don't smell the same anymore, you know? It's not, like I said, it's not like an earth-shaking thing, but it's like the little things, right?
It's still-
I can pick up on the little
It's
things.
not a fucking flu.
No, absolutely not.
Like, and the fact of the matter is, people just need to quit fucking with each other over their fucking personal choices. Like,
Yep.
my personal choice to not go get my fucking teeth fixed seems to affect so many fucking people. It would drive you insane. It makes me laugh. The amount of, why don't you go get your teeth fixed? I've been missing my teeth for 14 years. I taught myself how to talk again, and eating is fine. Why do I need to spend the money so I'm pleasant for you to look at? You're still
Yeah.
fucking staring at me. So cool. Now you got all these people fighting for freedom, or as I like to call it, crying for fucking convenience.
Oh my god, dude. Like, fucking fighting for freedom. What freedoms have been fucking
That's
taken
what
from
I
you?
want to
You're a
know.
You're a bunch of fucking middle-aged white people. Shut the fuck up.
That's what I want to know, because people are like, oh man, we live in Nazi Germany. So my automatic response is, okay, go out into the street right now, out into the middle of the street. Yell as loud as you can. Fuck Trudeau. He's a piece of shit. And I guarantee you will walk back in your house. You will sit down, finish what you're doing, go to bed, go to sleep, wake up and continue on with your life and not be kidnapped and murdered by Trudeau's secret police.
Yep.
So, where are we living again? Yeah. And people think that, oh man, they're trying to depopulate the planet. Well, what these fucking idiots don't realize is North America is, people are like, oh, the 1% are controlling us. Well, North America is the 1% of the fucking planet. So, how rich are our fucking nations regardless of their debt? How many fucking freedoms do we have compared to other countries? Like,
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm not a political guy. I'm a pretty fucking basic, I'm a music guy, man. I'm a funny guy. I smoke dope, listen to tunes, and skateboard. I couldn't be more out of touch with fucking politics. But even I can understand this shit.
And you know, with everything they talk about now, what's going on, I wouldn't be surprised if the government started putting fluoride in the tap water.
Oh, that's another one. Fluoride in the fucking tap water. Oh, man. Fuck, that's a conspiracy that runs deep, man. I've read both. If you want to get into that, we can get into that. Because I've seen both sides of that. People are like, oh, it causes fluorosis. And then there's people that are like, oh, it's not even the same fluoride that they put into toothpaste. And it's like, get a fucking Brita filter if you got a problem.
Yeah, no shit. If I'm not mistaken, I think the city of Edmonton, I don't know if they still do it, but the city of Edmonton was putting fluoride in the tap water to fix the
The dental,
fix the taste of it, right?
and to fix the teeth, right?
Yeah.
just to fix the teeth, because that's the big problem right now. It's not getting clean water to the reserves. It's fixing the teeth of the people who live in the city, right?
Man, that's another thing I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that. We can move away from.
God.
Let's move away from this depressing shit and let's get back to fucking mean music. All right, so records. Let's go back to records again. If you were to take a guess, just a swat in the dark, what would be the fastest one you got?
Fastest as in playtime, or fastest as in
Fast
people performing on it?
music, fast music.
I have Yngwie Malmsteen, Rising Force from 1983.
Okay, so fast, good music. I'm just.
Woo!
I'm sorry. I was a big Yngwie fan back when I was getting into metal too. I'm just an asshole. That's all. He motherfucking arpeggios from hell, like.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, buddy. Now, I wasn't expecting Yngwie Malmsteen, but I can respect that. Motherfucker's got chops. Did you see the video where Pantera tried to offer him donuts?
Was that Pantera? Yeah, I probably did. Was that on their
That was
videos?
Yeah. Oh, I guess you didn't want any donuts.
Hey man, fuck you! Now you've unleashed the fucking fury!
Now, speed metal. Let's go speed metal. What's your fastest speed metal album? Come on, Josh.
Well, it's hard because I don't really have a fucking metronome while I'm listening to the albums.
In your
I
mind.
don't know. The Armed and Dangerous EP by Razor is pretty fast.
Yes, Razor fucking shreds. A lot of people don't agree with me, but I like the Decibels album.
That just wasn't bad.
Fuck yeah. I fucking... Goof Soup. Goof Soup, man. I love that fucking tune. That song fucking jams. And Canadian Thrash, man. Fucking
Yes.
Razor, Anvil, fuck yeah, man.
Anvil, I'm kind of about. When it comes to Canadian thrash, I'm more so like Sacrifice.
Yes.
Yeah, Razor. I don't know. There's a shitload of
The Accused. Martha Splatterhead.
The Accused aren't Canadian.
No, I thought they were from Edmonton.
No.
Fuck, I'm an idiot.
SNFU is from Edmonton.
Yes, I knew that.
Or maybe I could be wrong too. I mean,
I remember the only reason I say they're from Edmonton is because I partied with a guy when I was 18. I went to a show in Edmonton. I went and saw Omega Crom and The Dead Cold. And there was a guy there, and he's like pointing at this hotel, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I fucking used to get high on meth with The Accused up in that hotel room up there."
that's a story to tell your kids, eh?
I was like, "Fuck yeah, man, Martha Splatterhead." I'm 18, fresh face. Like, I've been in world class for 6 months now, and I had just turned 18, so now it was time to start going to shows and get cracked into the fucking scene and shit, and like go test my metal, right? And yeah, so I was just stoked about everything, and I was like, yeah, I don't do drugs or nothing, you know. I just like to come and party and listen to the music, and that changed within a year. Yeah, the old Nady boy was he was pretty weak to the old nose beers, if you know what I mean. But that's a podcast. That's a podcast for another day. Nobody wants to hear about that. Now, when was the last show you played before COVID? And who was it with?
That's a good question. You see, it's been so long. You will have to forgive me here. I'm gonna have.
That's
to
okay. That's okay,
take a
man.
little bit. We were before the initial set of restrictions happened last April or May, whenever it was. We were doing a show put on by my good friend Derek from Begrime.
Ooh, Begrime Eximus.
We were, he was putting on a show, and it was Nephilim's Noose.
Ooh, they shred.
From Medicine Hat, Dreer from Calgary, and us.
Now Dreer's okay too.
Yeah, man. No, it's gonna be sweet. We were gonna play at the Bohemia, but yeah, that got canceled. I think like
In a
about
hurry.
a month or so before it happened. Like we had ample time to be disappointed about it, but not much you can do, right?
No, not really.
And the last show we did before that, holy crap. I think it was at the Sewing Machine Factory. We played there a lot, the Sewing Machine Factory in Edmonton.
Dalton
Great
Aoki
venue.
booked that place lots.
Yeah, who did we play with? Us, Tiro, Sids, and was it Vibes there too? I can't remember. All I know is my good friend Maddie had put it on, and Scoped Exposure came out actually, and they recorded our set.
Fucking rad.
Scoped Exposure, those guys are cool too. They take good videos.
Yeah, they do. Have you checked out Spencer's podcast? Scoped Exposure podcast?
I haven't looked at the Scoped Exposure podcast.
It's
actually.
killer. He's on season 2. He's over 100 episodes, and he just recently did a podcast with one of the guys from Knock Loose.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's moving up, and he does it really well. Like, whereas I don't really know, I'm still like baby steps learning about all of the technology and programs and stuff, and like learning scheduling and like all that real internet streamer bullshit. Not bullshit, but the real streamer shit that you gotta know in order to do it properly. He's natural with that because of Scoped Exposure. So he's got his little smaller videos for to put out, like his micro content videos. He's got his playlist posters. He's got his podcast posters all done up for every release, and it's like, oh man, it's so good. That's what I want to get. That's the point I want to get to. But hell, it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
So
lots of hard work and dedication.
So here I am with a lot of friends who know how to do that. So I'm getting them to help me out with it, and obviously I'm compensating them monetarily with good old fucking legal tender, because we don't get by on fucking exposure bucks in the real world. That's promoter talk. It's promoter talk. All right?
Absolutely.
You'll get real. That's promoter talk. So I got a lot of really solid ideas to pop this shit up, so that way I can make this a proper platform for people to spring shit off of and be excited to be a part of, and be like, hey, if I go on Trash Talk, I know that my shit's going to reach a good amount of good people. It's not just going to be like certain podcasts. I'm not going to say any names, but certain podcasts around that are just fucking pander to the lowest of the fucking low. Because there's lots of them, and they're fucking ravenous. And fuck me, I hate that shit. I call it the fucking driver's seat of the pickup truck crowd, or the fucking basement revolutionary crowd. You know? The old Facebook post, gonna overthrow the government crowd. But I still wear my mask everywhere I fucking go because I don't want to cause conflict in real life. Just on my video game called Facebook. Roll them.
Yep. Got him.
You got him. Now, Josh, what kind of guitars are you playing, buddy? Tell me. Give me a gear talk now, bud.
Okay. So I have, well, I got an Ibanez I kind of use occasionally. It's just a practice guitar. I can't remember what the model is. I think it's like a RG720X or something like that. I have my go-to guitar is my trusted time and time again, never let me down guitar, is my Japanese Jackson RR5. And I've had that thing for probably the better part of a decade and a half now. I've had it for a long time, and I bought it. I worked hard to get that guitar, man, and I've taken care of it so much. I don't even know if they make the certain style that I have anymore because it's been so long. But yeah, like it's a little bit different than all the other ones too. Some of them have pinstripes. Mine's full on stripes, and I got the gold hardware and everything. You know, I went over the top with it. It's got good action, really fast neck.
No problem at all.
I don't know what else to say about it. It's a lovely piece of wood.
Japanese, buddy.
Yep.
You know it's good if it's Japanese, okay? Because even the lower quality Japanese stuff is still the high end of mechanical precision.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, like I said, never let me down. I still have the original fucking Seymour Duncan pickups that it came with, all the original hardware, man. I haven't switched anything out. That guitar's just always sounded so good. It's just a well-built guitar, man. I don't think I could ever part with it. Ever. Forever.
Oh, forever. Jackson's, man.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Right? Come on. Japanese precision. And Ibanez are okay, man. Ibanez got good necks. You practice.
Yeah, Ibanez. I have zero problem with Ibanez. I find they kind of have more of a D.
Yeah, they got a rounded neck
shape instead of the C shape. But
they got a rounded neck. That's what But it's a low profile.
Wizard 3, I think, is what Ibanez calls their standard necks on their like mid-range guitars.
Oh, nice!
Wizard 3 neck, yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Now, see, like Ibanez, I like the Ibanez neck because it's not completely rounded. It's a little bit slimmer, low profile with a little bit of like a flat right on what would be the top of the curve, right? The apex of the curve. I can't really say apex because apex is a point, but you know what I mean. The crest.
Yes. Where the concavity.
There you go. Yeah. Now, see, that would be the dead center, like where your truss rod's running.
Yes.
I got a Jackson myself. I got a Jackson Soloist. I got it for $100.
Ooh.
From a very good guitar playing friend of mine. His name's Greg Musgrave. He plays for Caveat, and he played for Exit Strategy, and he played for Phantom Limb.
Sick.
And he gave it to me for $100, and oh man, so stoked about it. So fucking stoked about it. I honestly, it felt so good to get something like that from a friend, and not just that, not get charged out the asshole. Because then I went to find out after that it's a $500 guitar. And I got it for $100, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, there's a little chip in it." I was like,
"Dog, whatever." Like,
so I did what any sane Nate Trash would do, and I slapped some fucking heavy gauge strings on that bitch and tuned it down to drop A.
Amen, brother.
I'm actually.
No, I got.
Yeah,
sorry,
go, buddy, go.
I have a kind of similar story. When I was in high school, I had a friend, and he had an orange '87 Charvel San Dimas.
What?
And he was like, "Hey man, I'm not gonna play guitar anymore. Do you want to buy this guitar?" And I was like, "Okay, man, how much do you want for it?" And he's like, $75.
Fuck off! You could.
Yeah, and I was in grade 12, and I was like, "Man,
are you sure?"
$75, and he's like, "Yeah, just take it off my hands. Take it, $75." So I was like, "Okay." Pulled out my wallet, gave him $75. I played on the thing for a little bit. It's great. I love Charvel. Excellent guitars. I see that they're making Charvel again actually now because Jackson acquired them and Fender acquired Jackson. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, so I played it for a bit. Really liked it. My dad really liked it. So
It's dad's guitar.
I ended up just giving it to my dad, and he put some Spertzel locking tuners on it, and he changed out the pickups. He got three like not lipstick tubes, hot rails put in, single coils. Three
Yeah.
single coils put in.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Sounds pretty nice. He doesn't play it
bet.
enough, but hey.
Well, you were telling me earlier that, Dad's kind of a little bit incapacitated right now. So maybe it's just better if he chills in a good mood,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, have you ever heard of Baguli guitars?
A ghoulie?
Baguli.
Oh, beguli.
Baguley.
Oh, I thought maybe. I think so, maybe. Yeah.
They
Go on.
invented, I don't know if they invented it, but their specialty is aluminum guitar necks.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah, no, that's like, what's it called? I think they're actually just called the Electric Guitar Company from the States. They make like stainless steel and aluminum guitars and stuff like that.
These are just the
that's all
necks.
that they make.
These
Yeah.
are just the necks. Their guitars that they make are fucking resin and plexiglass. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah, and they're like Mustang body style.
Ooh. That's kind of cool. Where are they out of?
They're out of Europe.
Ooh.
Yeah, check them out on Instagram. That's where I found them. Pull them up right now, buddy. They're fucking killer. I want to get one of their necks and put it on a fucking Squire telly so I can use it to play some fucking yucky caveman grindcore. Dum 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 bum bum, but fast. You know, that good.
I do know. I absolutely know.
That good shit.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. I've seen.
A Baguli.
Yes, I have.
Nice.
I don't know if I've seen one in the wild, but I've definitely seen it on, the gram.
T.H.
The
Graham.
book.
Ooh, the book. The Church of the Tune.
book. Yep, you know.
Now,
You know it, buddy.
what's your dream guitar, Josh? If you could spec out a guitar, a custom Josh Kovatch signature, what is it?
Well, I already have one of those, but I didn't spec it out. But if I could go wild with a design and have it built for me, no strings attached, yada 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 yada. I'd probably get like banana headstock, like yellow and black kind of tiger.
Tiger?
Mother of pearl inlays, shark fin. Oh yeah, man, like I'm talking like the cheesiest fucking most horrible glam you've ever heard, the kind of guitar.
I love that shit. Randy Rhoads polka dot
Exactly.
signature, but
Man,
that's the GOAT design right there.
man, yeah, and I mean like that's where, and that's only because that's where my heart always lies is with glam, man. Fucking
Michael
hard
Schenker.
rock and glam from the
Michael
80s, man.
Schenker's, Michael Schenker UFO, black and white split flying V. I had
Yep.
one of those, but it was one of those Axe Music box ones, like they had the fucking with the amp in the case. I had one of the Michael Schenker ones. I was like, this V fucking slays, and I had it for like 3 months, and then I just sold it for drugs. Yeah, or to pay rent or something.
Yeah,
No,
I've had a few guitars like that, not necessarily that I've sold for rent or anything expletive deleted.
a very illegal contraband.
But I've had a few guitars that I've pick it up and play it for all of like a month or two, and it's like, go away.
Yeah, this one, it felt like a toy, and honestly, I've never really been a flying V kind of guy. I like fucking Telecasters, and I don't have one. I have a Squire Strat, and I got a Jackson. And Alex, my partner has some pretty sick fucking guitars, but they're not Telecasters.
No, one's an
I-
Ibanez, the other's a Schecter.
Don't say Schecter too loud, babe.
Schecter!
No, man,
Fuck
I
you,
hear
Nate.
you, man. I would only have flying V guitars if it were a perfect world, but you know, it's not a perfect world, so I only got one flying V guitar. But speaking of Schecters, actually, boo, I had
You said boo.
I had an 8-string Schecter for a while,
Don't
and
say
that was
that.
one of the
You had an 8
man.
string?
Yes, man. I bought it. I played it for all of a month, and I was like, man, this sucks. I should have just bought a 7-string. And then I never ended up buying a 7-string either. But yeah, no, I also had, I had an ESP guitar. They were all right. I mean, ESP's ESP, right?
Yes.
I also had a Dean guitar. Those things fucking suck.
Yeah, why? Okay, lay it on me.
They're just made poorly. Like
Clunky
the way that
and
it goes.
heavy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the way that it goes with Dean is if you don't buy the one made in America that's $5,000, you're gonna get something stapled together from fucking plywood. You know what I mean? Like it's just. And I mean, other people may probably have a lot better experiences than I do, but I mean, like I bought a Dean guitar for like $1,000, and it just constantly let me down, and it fucking sucked. And I met, if you're familiar, talking about shred, I met fucking Michelangelo Badio a few times.
Oh, I know Mr. Michelangelo, Mr. Nitro. Yeah?
Yeah, man. Oh, okay. Also, man, fucking no lie, man. Nitro was one of my top bands for a while because Jim Gillette, before he became a real piece of shit, man, just no, but like I said, met him a few times, jammed with him once or twice, and he didn't even like it, man. He's endorsed by Dean, and he's like, man, what's wrong with this guitar? It's like,
Well, it's one of those fucking things, you know? Like,
yeah, well, you know, what's you see the thing with the yeah.
Oh, fuck. I had a BC Rich VG1. And yeah.
Man, I have a 1989 BC Rich Assassin, and I haven't played that guitar in so fucking long, man. I left it at one of my... Okay, so I was making a whole shit load of music with one of my good friends, and then, like, I lived in Edmonton, and I moved back to Lloydminster, and then I moved away from Lloydminster, and I left the guitar at his place, and it's still at his place. It's still hanging up on his wall with his other guitars, but I just haven't went back to get it yet, man. But holy shit, that's another guitar that's never let me down. Holy shit, that guitar fucking slayed, man. And that's another one that's probably like worth, you know, like a few grand, and I think I paid like $200 for it or something. Like
They're
I got it
coming
for
back.
a fucking wicked deal.
BC Rich is making a resurgence, buddy. My friend Ray, she in Medicine Hat, she started getting Ironbirds. She's got 2 Ironbirds, and yeah, like just since she got them, they've gone up a couple of buckers. Like,
Yeah, I've noticed. I'm friends with her on Facebook. She's posting all the time. I like her music too. Hey, great music. You too, Nathan, because you guys are in the same band.
Nathaniel actually messaged me, and he's like, "Hey, Josh is a little bit quiet in the stream. You should turn him up." So I did, and you sound better now.
Perfect. Hey, hello.
Nathaniel is like most of the. He's very much one of my most important allies in this adventure of streaming, because he's always watching my back. He
streams a lot too.
He
I
does.
noticed that. I see that. I watch it.
He does, and he's just a great friend. He's just a really good buddy, and I am very pleased to have him as a good buddy and friend.
You know, I think I've heard people from Medicine Hat say that Medicine Hat is terrible, but all the people I know personally from Medicine Hat have never been bad people. At least not to me.
Well, yeah, I've never had an issue. I love Medicine Hat. I like to go there. My mom lives in Medicine Hat, so I like to go there for like escapes because it's so quiet and just chill, and they got a skate park. And I like
Better
to
than
go.
Red Deer.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
Shout
Just
out to the
kidding.
Red Deer homies.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about homies, shout out to Ray for doing my artwork. The Trash Talk with Nate Trash artwork has been proudly brought to you by Ray Mayer from Ray Mayer's Mind. She came up with it herself. It's fantastic. I love her for it. And keep an eye out for the new updated graphics that are coming to the stream here. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But you can't rush art. Can you,
That's
Josh?
true.
You can't.
No,
You can't.
absolutely not.
It took me 387 years to grow this mustache.
Good, you only have 564 left to go.
You can't rush art.
You can't.
Rome wasn't built in a night, or in a night. Rome wasn't built in a day because, buddy, I wasn't on that job.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Brother! Now, you like memes.
I guess.
What do you-
I think everybody from this current day and age has a certain penchant for them.
I like the ones you share because they're fucking. I can see the people that you're mocking when you share them. I know these people. I have talked to these people, and they are old, fucking shitty, just like privileged middle to upper middle class fucking shitbirds, and I love it. Like the double quotations and the missed capitals and stuff and the shitty gifs. Oh, I'm a fan of
Yeah,
your
man,
art,
it's
sir.
it's pretty much what I've based my whole life around up to this point.
You make any of these yourself, or do you just pull them off?
Oh man, they're so easy to make yourself, especially when like the demographic that you target with them. It's like, fuck, you could shit on a piece of paper and be like, oh yeah, here you go. This is what they think like.
74
like,
shares in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that kind of crap. Yeah, no, I do make some. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook to me is just a time killer. I just hop on to either post links to fucking music that I listen to, or to like fucking openly
What do
make
you-
fun of all the fucking like
Conservatives.
fuck. Man, I don't know how, but I got 5,000 friends on Facebook, and lots of them are from the States, and lots of them are, like, super, super far right wing, and I'm like, how, like, we didn't meet through my music, like, how the fuck do you know me? Like,
That's what.
and those are the type of people I'll just fucking, I don't know them, but I'll just go on to their fucking, you know,
Just fuck.
their statuses about the Bill Gates suppressing or controlling the population with 5G and all that crap and all. Just go wild. I'll just go wild. I don't care. Nobody's safe.
I got a cryptocurrency app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I want to get into some cryptocurrency. It looks interesting. It looks like a way to make a couple of bucks, figure out, start learning a little bit about investing and stuff, right? So I downloaded a
Yes.
cryptocurrency app. This app asked me for my full name as it appears on my ID, a picture of my face that it scanned, and then a picture of the front and the back of my ID. And these motherfuckers are worried about their freedoms being infringed upon by fucking vaccines?
Yeah, hey.
You're begging
No,
to
dude.
give your information away, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, like.
Like,
And
fuck off.
the worst is, like, they're gonna start tracking us, and I know this is now even saying this is in itself antiquated. Yeah. What the fuck do you think you're like fucking talking about this fucking shit on? Like you're talking about it on your phone. Like, go to hell.
What do you
Like,
think they do every time you pay with money or use your card? Every time, like, people just, and this is, we're getting into it again. We're getting into it again, Josh. We're getting into it again.
We are.
What are you listening to right now, buddy?
I'm listening to you. talking
No,
to me.
You smart ass. What are you band wise, music wise, buddy?
All right, so I have a few favorite bands that I usually rotate in and out of. I listen to, like I'm not like other people. I listen to everything all the time. No, but
All at
there are a
once?
few. Yeah, just this big, deafening wall of piercing, shrieking noise.
Did you get the message?
No, so there are a few mainstays that I go through, but one of my ultimate favorite bands, and I have no problem saying this, is Dream Theater, and I've been listening to a lot of Dream Theater again lately. Mostly, one of my best friends in the whole world, Tenzin, he plays guitar in Forsaken Right, and him and I actually had a failed Dream Theater cover band project that we did once or twice. Jammed once or twice, and we're like, man, fuck that, and we just went back to like playing Magic and
Magic.
Dungeons and Dragons, right? Oh, that's all I do. Anyways, yeah, so he's a huge Dream Theater fan too.
I roll some Magic cards, bro. I got a couple dual decks on the side.
Fuck yeah, bud. Anyway, so Dream Theater is one of his favorite bands as well, and we're on the same page about pretty much absolutely everything. So, like, day in, day out, we'll be texting each other, just making fun of James LaBrie, the vocalist at Dream Theater, because he has just gone downhill, like, quite noticeably since, like the late 90s, early 2000s. He's just a complete shell of what he used to be as a vocalist. The rest of the band is still on point and they're fine. They've been releasing the same album for, the last few albums, whatever. They're old. They've released like fucking like 13 or 14 albums now, blah blah blah. But oh my god, like thank God for Studio Magic because it makes it listenable. But if you've ever seen Dream Theater live, the first time I saw Dream Theater live was at the first Gigant tour. So it was Megadeth, Anthrax, Dream Theater, Nevermore. Like this was like fucking like 2004 or something like that. I saw them, and even then, man, like he just. It's so bad, man. We're talking about wanting to go to Dream Theater shows now and like sneak in extra shoes so we can just fucking
Chuck him
throw
at James
shoes at him
LaBrie.
while he's performing just to piss him off, right?
You deserve this, you son of a bitch.
He doesn't actually. He doesn't actually. I mean, as a human, he's
He's just
nice
doing his
dude.
thing. Yeah, he's just doing his
Yeah.
thing. But as a fan of his band and enjoying his music before, fuck that guy.
Oh my
'Cause you
god,
know-
man.
you know
I
he
mean,
sucked.
it comes down.
Yeah. Keep go.
It comes down to like the whole liking Rush thing. It's like, oh, I would like them if I could stand the vocals, right? That's what it's like a lot for Dream Theater, right? But personally, I think, at least back in like 1991 to 1994, 1995, the guy had like the best voice on the planet. Like, just he could hit high F notes and like fucking hold them for like ever. And I'm not talking about like that shrieky like James Gillette shit we were talking about earlier. Like I'm talking about like this
Fucking
guy
bullshit.
had fucking harmony, man. He could fucking sing. And
Now he can't.
now it's just like
warbly.
you know,
really
and it's,
warbly and weak.
oh man, it's so sad. It's so sad. It keeps me up at night sometimes, man.
What was your Dream Theater cover band called?
Oh fuck, I can't remember. We came up with like it was supposed to be, the music wasn't intentionally supposed to be bad, but the name was supposed to be like really fucking like, oh, of course they'd call themselves that. Like it was like what was it called?
The name of it's got to be the name of a song or an
Well,
album.
yeah, right. Like it was called like fucking Pull Me Under or Another Day or Take the Time or something like that, something
Fucking-
off of the Images and Words album. No, I think we wanted to call ourselves Images and Words, and then we found out there's like 5 other Dream Theater cover bands that are called Images and Words, and we were like, why the fuck didn't we expect that? Like,
fucking Dream Theater, man. Like, Dream Theater and Voivod are just, they're two bands that I couldn't really get into, but all I could think was like a couple of songs definitely stoked me up from Dream Theater because I like some of that prog shit for sure. But not, maybe a little bit, I like Meshuggah, but that fucking, Voivod has a sick logo, man. That's what I always thought, was Voivod had a deadly logo. But, and Dream Theater, one thing I could say is they're not what I fucking expected when I heard about them and then listened to them. They got one of those names where you're like, soft, yes, quite. Kind of like Opeth. A little bit like, because Opeth's they have some fucking mean shit back in the day, right? Blackwater Park was pretty deadly. I don't imagine.
Never been a fan.
Never been an Opeth fan, eh? And I can't really say I was an Opeth fan either. I was a fan of that album. I didn't really listen to anything outside
Blackwater Park, that was their first one, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I don't know either. But yeah, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go on a Dream Theater fanboy thing here, but yeah, they're definitely not what you would expect. The name doesn't really relate to what their music's like. Lately, yeah, like, since, like, probably their, like, 2011 album, the band's called Dream Theater, and then you hear their music, it's like, yeah, I could see why they're called Dream Theater, you know? But, yeah, no, they used to be a lot better. But, you know, I mean, I used to be a lot better, too.
Hey, roll them. Now, I am assuming that Dream Theater is one of your favorites, then.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Why do you play punk music?
Because I listen to punk music. I like punk music.
But I know, obviously, but more of what I'm trying to say is, if that's your favorite, because usually people more gravitate to the music, like when they have their set of influences, they have their set of their main squeezes, right? And then they get that feeling. Because I know, I personally didn't listen to lots of death metal, but being in it was the death metal that drew me towards making music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So punk rock's your shit then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Just because one of my favorite bands is X or Y, doesn't mean that.
No, that's not what I was getting.
Know,
yeah, that's not.
No. I know, but I'm just saying on my part. Like,
okay, yeah, for sure, buddy. Now, what's your favorite punk bands?
My favorite punk bands? Well, of course, Sam Hain / The Misfits, etc. I like GBH. I like Amoebics. I guess they're kind of more crusty. Who else do I like? I like Jism. I like some newer stuff too. Like if you've ever heard like an Epsy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like punk rock and roll. You know, like that kind of stuff.
Poison Idea.
Yes, I like Poison Idea. I always thought, what's the one album? It looks like Alice Cooper on the front. I always thought that it was Alice Cooper on the front of that album.
Kill Your Idols, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. I could be totally fucking wrong, man. Every time But yeah, that's a fucking shredder fucking album for sure. And you know who that is? I'm pretty sure that's fucking Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Oh, fucking Tommy, whatever his name is.
Tommy Fuckface, you know. Yeah.
Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Right? That tall ass ukulele fuck. Yeah, that's him on that fucking cover, right? Pick Your King is I think I'd have to say Pick Your King is my favorite Poison Idea album. I like that rock and roll riffy punk rock sometimes, but I'm also a really fast hardcore guy. Like, have you heard Rival Mob?
Yes.
Hardcore for hardcore. That's some good shit. And Adolescence.
Yeah, I like the Adolescence a lot.
Yeah, buddy, that first album was a ringer for me, man. Holy shit. Kids of the Black Hole. That riff. That riff gets me every fucking time, man. It's just a solid song all around. It comes up on my playlist every day. I also listen to like fucking weird raga sometimes, like Agrolite's raga and ska.
Wonderful, man. Wonderful.
When you wake up in the morning, what are you listening to?
Usually nothing.
No?
I'm not. No, man. Like, I listen to music. I try and listen to as much music as I can throughout my day, but I'm not consistently like listening to music. I don't wake up and have a coffee and listen to music. I kind of just wake up and
Get ready for work.
have a coffee, right? Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. I wish
No,
I
that's
listened to
fine.
a lot more music, but I mean,
Definitely
I
just got to tell me exactly what you did, buddy. I'm just trying to get to know you a little more,
I don't
right?
have the desire to listen to music all the time. Music is great. I love music, but I have a life outside of music. You know, sometimes even music itself can get kind of saturated, right?
Yeah. Respect.
To
I
a
can
point where it's
respect
like,
that opinion. Fuck yeah, man. Fair enough. What are you looking forward to this summer, buddy?
what am I looking forward to this summer? Well, hopefully
Trying to look forward to.
becoming one of the sheeple, one of the human test experiments, so I can, so the government can take advantage of me. No, so you know, I can get back to not having to worry about everyone else, because that's my main thing, man. Is I'm not worried about me anymore. I'm worried about everyone else, man. Like, and I don't mean that in a bad or condescending way. I mean that in like a genuine way. Like, I'm genuinely worried because people aren't taking things seriously, and that frightens me. Like,
Yeah, buddy.
anyways, yeah. Sorry.
A lot of people are becoming fucking radicalized by this shit too, and it's starting to get twisted right now. It just is. That's why I'm doing this though. I'm trying to inject a little bit of positivity into people's lives, man. You know, because it seems to me like I have a little bit more of an ability to rise above what everybody else is going through, and I want to use that to try and elevate everybody else to the same fucking level, because
You gotta reach the kids.
yeah, how do I reach these kids?
How do I reach these kids?
These kids? Because I want to elevate people to where I'm at, because life's not too fucking shabby up here, man. I even love all the crazy fuckers too. Even if they don't love anything other than their fucking TV and their fucking friend and their little small little echo fucking chambers, I still love them.
See, and that's the thing. That's the thing too, man. Is like, I don't know why I'm caring about these people who don't care about me, who aren't caring about themselves. But I guess that's just the kind of dude I am. I don't want to see humanity collapse in on itself like a neutron star. You know, it's heading that way. But I just want everyone to be happy and healthy.
And just chill, man. Just fucking chill. Well, Josh,
Hello.
is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up, buddy? Is there any shout-outs you got? Is there anything you want to fucking lay down for our fine fucking set of viewers who have followed us through this whole tirade?
Thanks for tuning in. I hope I didn't ramble too much.
I loved it, Josh. This was fantastic.
Special shout outs to the rest of the Misery crew, the terrible rockers from Beyond the Tomb. I'm talking about Tanner, I'm talking about Trinity, I'm talking about Nathan. What's up? I see y'all. Special shout out to anyone who has ever helped me with anything throughout my whole life. Like, what do they say now? No cap. Like, you're all great. Everyone is perfect. There's way too many good bands. Like, friends, I have friends in bands, and they're all way too good. I can't take an extra 45 minutes and list off all the bands I want to give thanks to. But you guys know who you are. Thank you so much. You guys rock.
Fucking A, Josh. You're just a slice of fucking heaven pie. You know that?
I try my best, man.
I wish I could fucking reach through the screen and hug you right now. I really do. I miss fucking hugging the homies, man. I miss it. Like... Did you know that Gord was wearing the same Begrime Eximus long sleeve when we podcasted on Sunday?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I need to get one of them fuckers now. But Josh, I miss you, man.
I miss you too, buddy.
I miss the whole fucking crew. I miss giving people hugs. I miss fucking yelling in people's ears and telling them how much I fucking care about them. You know, I really do. But I miss... What I miss more is just being there. Just having somewhere to go. Just seeing it happen. Just knowing it's happening. You know? Friday night to just see everybody doing something and knowing there's life to be lived.
Yep.
It'll come back. It'll fucking come back. I know it will. I'm not fucking stupid.
Absolutely.
Like, come on. A lot of these people got on the conspiracy train just when this shit happened. Like 2019, 2020. I've been on that fucking train since puberty, man. I thought puberty was a fucking conspiracy, alright? Jesus. You gotta fucking... Come
What
on.
do you mean I'm gonna grow hair on my nuts?
That is, like, from my... The hair comes from my nut? No.
You're pulling my leg.
What does Alex Jones say about this? Back when I was hitting puberty, Alex Jones had just cracked Bohemian Grove, and he hadn't cracked his nut quite yet. He's still nutty as fuck, but he hadn't, been badgering fucking victim.
Didn't he used to do like a stock market show or something like that?
No.
Or is that some other crazy dude I'm thinking of?
That's another crazy dude you're thinking of. Alex Jones always had his weird conspiracy talk show, but it just went further and further to the nut, and then Sandy Hook was it. That was the one. As soon as he went off the nut denying the school shootings, that's where it's like, bro,
Man, fuck.
you're going crazy. And we're not going to get into that though.
Imagine defending domestic terrorism, like,
yes.
fuck off.
Which I will note seems to be a fairly... We're not going to get into that, Josh. We're not going to get into that. We're going to wrap this up on a good note. Josh, I miss you. I love you, bro. I love the band. I'm so stoked to hear the new shit, and you better fucking... when you're ready to drop some of that shit, you send it to me.
Absolutely.
We'll get the fucking band in here, too. I know Trin's probably itching to come and fucking hang out.
It'll happen, man. It'll happen. We love Calgary.
As soon as the band, and then that's another thing, too, in-person interviews, man. It's going to happen. I'm so stoked. Well, Josh, it's been great having you. Shout-outs to all the beautiful people in Edmonton. Dana, Gord, thanks for being on the podcast earlier this week. I love you both. Fantastic. Gord's got sausages saved for me, Josh. He told me.
Yes, he's good at making meat.
Yeah. Shout out to Without Mercy. Shout out to Temple Music Academy. Shout out to leather vests with white paint on them. Shout out to face tattoos and no teeth. Shout out to silky smooth long hair and dope mustaches. Josh, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Charvel San Dimas guitars. Come on, they're spicy. Shout out
They ain't bad.
Yeah, shout out to all of our moms, all of our dads, all the kids. Shout out to the sponsor. I almost forgot about the sponsor. Shout out to the sponsor, Crazy Candies, THC Candies, Little Rojo.
Shout out to this little dude.
Little
he went
Rippin'
away.
Rojo. That's family. That's
Look
family,
at him.
right?
Look at him go.
I'm coming, Dad. Right? Shout out to little Roman Rojo. I'm so stoked. It's going to come back, buddy, and we're all going to be loving and happy and stoked and ripping together, bud. Raw.
Absolutely.
From Nate Trash, from Josh Kovatch, this has been another episode of Trash Talk. Cheers, motherfuckers. Go out, treat a stranger